Welcome to meta builds not in 60 seconds. This is where I tell you about a meta build just not in 60 seconds. I want to do something different compared to my usual videos, and I need longer than 60 seconds to talk about how broken this build is. The gameplay right now, I'm over minus 30 power, and I'm absolutely destroying everything, and I'm just not dying from all the damage resist and all the damage buffs we can stack here. With the ability spam in this build, it's so easy to stack all the damage resist that's built into this kit. We have things like Woven Mail that gives us a 45% damage reduction, and while we're amplified, enemies have a harder time of hitting us. Every time we pick up an orb, we get Restoration for increased healing. With Ascension now working with Gambler's Dodge, Heart of Inmost Light on our class item, and all of our class ability mods, this makes it so easy to keep this loop going while keeping up the ability spam. Finally, we're going to have Golden Gun, which is going to allow us to do one of the best damage super swaps in the entire game, making this build have great boss damage. Now, let's talk about how we build this. For super, we're going to have Golden Gun Marksman for the Celestial Nighthawk swaps. Gambler's Dodge, which is going to work with Ascension to give us our Threaded Spike back. Threaded Spike, which is a really good ability spam ability, and this also severs everything in the room, which lowers their damage output. We'll be using Grapple Grenade to pair with Spirit of Surturachne to get Woven Mail every single time we use our grenade. For aspects, we're going to be using Ascension, which got a recent buff in Edge of Fate to be able to be used with things like Heart of Inmost Light on our class item, and a bunch of class ability mods. This also procs Gambler's Dodge. Our second aspect is going to be Stylus Executioner to go invis on any elemental debuff kill. Our first fragment is going to be Facet of Hope. While we have an elemental buff, our class ability regenerates more quickly. This helps with Ascension spam. Facet of Protection to get more damage resistance while we're surrounded. Facet of Purpose, every time we pick up an Orb of Power, we get Restoration because we're running Golden Gun. And finally, Facet of Courage. Our Ascension and Golden Gun will do more damage while there's a Darkness debuff on the target. Here are the mods. This helps us with our ability spam every time we pick up an Orb of Power. For weapons, you should use Mint Retrograde, which is arguably the best gun in the game right now. In the energy slot, I have Zaoli's Bane to pair with our artifact. Finally, I'm using Thunderlord because it's one of the best guns in the game right now, and people need to accept it. On our exotic class item, we're going to have Spirit of Inmost Light to help us with ability spam, and Spirit of Surturachne that gives us Woven Mail every time we use a grenade, both Transcendence and our Grapple Grenade. Here's my artifact setup. The big thing here is Shield Crush. While we have Woven Mail, and while we're amplified, our grenade and melee both get increased damage and regeneration. Another big perk here, Cauterize Darkness. When we use Threaded Spike on enemies, our Golden Gun is going to do more damage. Another perk that works really well with this build, Tightly Woven. While Woven Mail is active, which is every time we use our grenade, we get increased class ability and grenade stats. I haven't been this blown away by a build in such a long time. It's so insane how much damage resist and how much ad clear potential you can have, while also having a great amount of boss damage.